Reconnection successful. I hope that's true. If it looks like I'm having some problems, hopefully you can hear me right now. And my apologies. Looks like I'm back. My recording software is losing the connection for some reason. So my apologies. Yeah. Sorry about that. It looks like I started a new live stream. Also, not the coolest thing that's ever happened. But what are you gonna do? Hopefully there was somebody watching. Thank you for watching. I hope you come back. Let's go. Oh, it looks like so there was somebody watching. Thank you for coming back. That's what I'm trying to say. I got my software disconnected me. I don't know why. The actual recording software itself stopped connecting to YouTube versus the internet. It wasn't the internet, so I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I appreciate you coming back. It looks like this is going to be split into 2 videos now, which is kind of a bummer, but it's okay. I'm going to keep eating them. Okay, just increase the efficiency in the storage again. Storage twice. I'm gonna build some more reactors to support a bigger military up here, and then we're gonna start moving forward. Let's take a look right here. I want to see if this is increasing or not. It does look like it is. Despite my two guys over here. So let's move them forward. That will help. Another thing that will help, since I'm having internet problems, is a drink. Just kidding. Alcohol is not how you solve your problems, kids. I forgot to blink apparently. My eyes got dry. Okay, I want to make some progress over here. Here we're making 0 progress, so that's something we're going to have to do. This burrito's not as hot as I thought it was going to be. I put a ton of jalapenos in it. I can't I'm not the kind of guy that can do a lot of heat. But I'm not like a slouch either, you know. I can do better than average, but that's about it. Okay. Start. start making some progress. We're gonna up our military and move out, because I still think that we are probably ultimately losing. I think out here is growing faster than what we're destroying out here, and eventually it would overwhelm us if we didn't start moving forward a little more aggressively. I'll let those charge up first before I move them. How about this? It's down or up? 37, 38, that is still increasing, it looks like. But I think I'm going to focus on over here so that way I can get this totem, and that will increase the speed with which I kick ass. So I just upped the build speed a little bit so now things will build faster, which is actually, it sounds like it's just more of a time kind of issue, but it's not. It makes a difference in the results of the game. There must be some spice in there because I'm like rubbing my eyes and now my eyes are starting to burn. Let's use these guys to make some, to clear out some stuff up here, because as you can see it's starting to like, because this guy is producing a lot, and this stuff up here is causing it to come around. What's happening is we're defending here just fine, but it's coming around and then starting to move down. So as you can see, the shape changes as it comes downward here. So that's why we're not keeping up down here like you might expect. Okay, let's move. This guy's got nothing to do now, which is good. That's one good way to gauge progress. That's okay that we lost that. These guys forward. I'm gonna build a ore mine. That's what this is, ore, so we'll talk about that in a second. But there's not really enough ore mines nearby that's going to be a major part of my gameplay. But with ore mines, you can build bombers and sprayers. I'll build a sprayer now, just so you can see what that does. And probably what I'll use the sprayer for is as a means of just defending the base, just in case some kind of catastrophic failure, which happens sometimes. So we're definitely moving on up over here, as you can see. Before the creeper was, you know, back all the way up here. We're making some good progress. One thing I hope he's working on for the next game, the next creeper world, in case he somehow happens to see this, is having. There's got to be a better way to maintain tension in this game than I think that there presently is. Once you cross a certain threshold, it's like, you know, you're too tough to be messed with, and there's nothing the bad guys can do to you. So I'm gonna move the sprayer back here. As you can see, it puts this. It says AC in the bottom corner, and see how it's like a negative versus this positive. It's basically the reverse of creeper, and it's actually called anti-creeper. And so yeah. Oh, there's some ore right there. Actually, there's some ore right there too. So maybe we will make a little bit more use of it. I tend to prefer to use the weapons though, just because it's how the game used to be. And I'm a guy that likes to keep things the same sometimes. I don't like change. Get off my lawn! I gotta eat, don't I? I almost forgot. So this little nagging bit keeps popping up here. It's probably going to destroy that, but let's keep moving forward. Because at some point, and this happens in a lot of games, it's not like it's just this or anything, but once you get to a certain, once you reach a certain threshold in the game, you lose tension. You become a Mary Sue, essentially. That's the literary equivalent, which is you're no longer in any danger. This is still going up, actually, despite my efforts. I'm gonna put this guy over here just to keep this a little bit down, because what could happen here is if I could be moving up down where I am, and I could stop paying attention, and this could just hop this right over here and suddenly be right in my backyard. That kind of thing happens from time to time. I'm gonna up my energy efficiency once again. Usually my strategy is to do that first. We've got a good store of, or a good production of energy at this point. So what you can do here, now this sprayer, as you saw, produced that anti-creep. I don't want to move it now. I just want to select it. And what I want to do right now is turn this to always on. And what that's going to do is just disperse. Normally it fires out at the creeper, so it's more of like a weapon like the lasers. But when you turn it to always on, which it defaults to not being always on, once you turn it to always on, what it'll do is it'll create a whole pool. It'll basically be like one of these, but on my side. So as you can see already, we've got almost -2 over here around my base. Now if anything somehow, like I said, catastrophic failure occurred, and all of a sudden it starts pouring in, my base is still going to be protected for a while until I can, you know, develop a defense. Okay, we pushed it back here a little bit, that's good. We've got a reach problem now. In terms of our power supply. That will reach. Okay. This mortar is doing nothing where it is right now. Moving all of these guys forward, but you don't want to do it too fast, because as you can see, all of a sudden it started moving up, because it doesn't shoot while it moves. These cannons and mortars and stuff. So you end up losing some ground, and sometimes that's enough to destroy all of your power network. You can't catch up. You have to move everything back. It's a big mess. Okay, see, I just lost the collector by moving a little too aggressively. Down here we're cleared out pretty well. So I'm going to add to my network down here. I'm going to just add to these, why not? Move this guy up. This guy up. On this front we can move up quite a bit, and I'm actually going to be able to get more ore now. What are we doing up here? Yeah, see, now we're going down a little bit because I have a guy dedicated to this, and it won't accumulate here fast enough for this cannon to not be, or these two I guess, to not be able to finish it off. But it could be overwhelmed eventually. It is possible. Build a couple more reactors. And I'm going to build a few more. I'm going to build a few more mortars. And a few more cannons. Okay. That might drain my energy a little bit, but as you can see now, we don't have nearly the energy problems that we used to. Move that guy up. put in some of these. That one might get destroyed. Yep, it did. So check this out. This anti-creep is doing pretty good. We're at negative, almost -3 right around the base here. And pretty soon we'll be able to actually... I might actually move a couple of these guys up to here to move us forward so that I can put another ore mine there. Okay, let's look down here. I want to move all of these guys just up here somewhere. Get them near the front. If you get too much of a clog, like kind of what's happening here, it makes it difficult to put down new collectors. That's the little green things here. So it makes it harder to move forward if you have too much. Looks like these guys might be the first ones we get to. Okay, looks like we're doing okay over here. This is only 0.07, so we're not in any risk of this jumping up. I think this is decent defense here for now. And as we move these guys forward, that is only going to help. So I'll be able to build an ore mine there soon. Alright, let's move these guys up too. We are close to the second totem. Meanwhile, I'm gonna up our energy storage and energy efficiency yet again. I hate having energy problems later on in the game. Cannot stand it, so I'd rather have way too much energy than not enough. So I gotta move these guys up kind of. Can't do big, huge moves. I just want to move this front up a little bit so I can build an ore mine there without worrying about it. Because, yeah, it might still get destroyed, because this is a very hotly contested border here. Meanwhile, down here, got a lot of guys with nothing to do. So one of those does not have a connection, so I'm going to have to do that. If I can find another location, there we go. Good. I'm actually connected to this totem over here, so it will receive energy even though it's inside the creeper. So we're doing pretty good. There are maps, by the way, that are like much harder than this. There are some that I can't do. Maybe somebody can, but not me. I'm gonna eat a little bit more. Getting there. Getting a little full. I don't know if usually Mukbang, I think that's how you say it. Mukbang. I don't know if they're usually like eating challenges, you know, where you have to like go all out. The ones I've seen generally tend to be still a lot of food, so it's basically an eating challenge just with more talking. Maybe an eating challenge for people who can't do it very fast, like me. I don't know. But we're probably about just about 2/3 of the way done. Keep rubbing my eyes. So now I should be getting Aether at about double the rate. So let's start working on upping our ferocity here. So I'm going to start increasing fire range and fire rate. I'm going to do range first. The reason why is because we're so thick in Creeper, just a short ways away from our front, the battle lines here, that if I do it this way, by increasing the range first, then what will happen is the mortars will start becoming way more effective. They'll be able to hit deeper and deeper liquid over here. As you can see, they're able to shoot further, and then that way they're... I mean, it's worked already a little bit. It looks like the line has been pushed up already a little bit. So, so that's a good way to do that. And yeah, because this guy's not in any danger anymore, like he once was. So you really, by moving these up, you really let the mortars start to do what they're supposed to do. Hold on. Before I do that, I need a way to actually get energy to anything I put down here. So right now we've got a little bit blocked in down here. I don't know who I want to move. You would be good. Okay, this guy's gonna be in a little bit of trouble. Can I zoom in? Yeah, that's not how you do it though. I can see the whole map now, just about. That, you can still see how much ground they have. Let's see what's all the way over here in the corner. 55, 60, 80. Goes up to about 86. That's as deep as it gets. That's pretty deep. Alright, now the question is, how do I zoom back in? I don't know. Plus? That's speed, yeah. How do I zoom in? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, the zoom's right there. Oh! Lost somebody. Lost a cannon. Can I increase the range again? I can. I want to do it. Yeah. Every time I do that, my mortars get more and more effective. Now we're getting up to this stuff here, and this stuff is like it's like a wick. Like, it has a wicking effect in it, and it draws the creeper up through it. So even if there isn't any on the ground, if it's connected to somewhere else, which it will be because of this emitter here, then it will draw it all the way up there, and it's a little bit tougher to beat than normal creeper. And this won't go away. This like lattice stuff. I can't remember what it's called, but. Does it tell me anywhere? No. So we're getting harassed pretty good over here. One way that we could potentially... Well, you know what would be fun? Forgot about this until just now. Let's build a Bertha now that we have the ability. Build a couple. Sure. Bertha is basically a really big, huge cannon that shoots like once every minute or so. It doesn't fire very often, but when it does, it puts the work in. It gets the work done. It's quite vicious. So if they're going to take one of my cannons, then what I'm going to do is build 4 more. For every one they destroy, I build for... Oh man, I'm a little full. I'm a little full. Not the end of the world, but... Okay. It's reactor central over there. We're doing fine over here. This guy, look at our anti-creep, has actually gotten all the way over here. And it's helping us up at the front over there. Pretty cool. You can do the same thing that you're doing with the efficiency of the energy. You can do that with the ore. The ore is what powers the anti-creep. Do the same tactic. Okay, these guys are ready. Let's move them up over here. I feel like if they are... I know I'm moving them up a little bit higher than where the front is at present, down here. But the reason why I think that that's okay is because the first emitter that we're going to get to is up a little bit. So if I move in this direction, that'll actually help to clear this out. Kind of automatically. Let's look at up here. Yeah, stuff's moved way back up here. We're making good progress. Okay, don't move too fast. Too aggressive. Be too greedy. Yeah, this front is really moving. Put some more collectors. So in case you haven't figured it out, I haven't mentioned it yet, but the power network, the weapons and stuff need to be able to charge and build, and all that is done. That was just a collector, not a big deal. Just being a little too aggressive on the expansion. Everything's okay. You need a power network. Everything needs to be connected to your hub over here. And some of the, when you do the story mode, you can sometimes build multiple hubs. I don't know if you can on this particular mode that I'm in now, but can't remember if that's an option sometimes. I feel like it is. Okay, so we're pushed right up to the front here now, which is good. I'm gonna move this guy up. It's gonna help to take some pressure off, even way up here. That will take some of the pressure off from our fight down where we are. Spread these guys out a little bit. Let's move this guy up. These two up. I'm gonna put him in here. That might be a little dangerous. But oops, clicking on the wrong stuff. But we need to get moving. We need to get ahead. We're actually might be in a hair of trouble up here. I have to be careful, because that creeper might come right over the top of this hill on top of us. I think it's higher, right? Yeah, it is. When it's higher, it's in trouble. You're in trouble because the cannons, they can't shoot up a hill. The mortars can, but their cannons cannot. Move him there. I don't have enough of a power supply over here, so I'm gonna create one. It's probably what got destroyed earlier. These guys are okay. Not great, but okay. I think that they will survive. Eyes are so dry. There we go. Okay, alright. This is working. Sometimes, too, like, all the action and all the colors and everything obscure when there's a hill. So you can't see it. Like, there could be a hill here, so you always have to check. There's no hill right here. But this hill goes up right here. You can see that here, but it disappears, as you can see. So you don't totally know where that hill is, and that can get you in trouble. Move this forward a little bit. Can I move? Yeah, I'm going to move him up here so then I don't have to worry about this at all. Having the high ground is best. It's like being a Jedi. Unless you're Obi-Wan. Then you don't need high ground. If you're Obi-Wan, you win. Whether you have high ground or low ground. He didn't have any ground at all when he fought Darth Maul. So... Obi-Wan can have any ground he wants. And he's gonna win. Moral of the story, don't mess with Obi-Wan. I have a feeling that not all of those are gonna make it. It's okay though. Move this guy up. We got these berthas ready? We do! And they're charged! So can I use the arrows? Yes I can. Now, time for a little assistance. Ready for this? It's gonna fire. I guess I got too excited. I'm gonna have this one fire here. Oh, that's the same one. This one fire here. Okay. Next question is, why are they not firing? Come on, Berthas. Is it just because they're on a timer? That's that. Can I use WASD? Yeah, I can. I don't know why they're not firing. Ah. Here we go. Oh. I took it all the way down to like... thought I saw 4 for a second. Here we go. Here we go. We're at 35. Oh, all the way down to 0. All the way down to 0 right there. Now watch. This will like have a ripple effect and it will actually... the line up here will suddenly move up. It's pretty crazy, especially after a couple of shots. Alright, let's increase the rate and the range. Let's move these guys up, the mortars. Not doing a whole lot of good where they are at present. So you have to be careful. You see how this stuff is right there? This stuff will move right on up if you're not actively shooting at it. It works a little bit differently than usual, so you can't like sleep on it like I am kind of right now. Why can't I place it? There we go. If you have something constantly firing at it, it's okay, but that's it. That's really what it takes. There. Yeah. Collector got destroyed. Oh, we got some Berthas coming. Boom! So if I'm real aggressive with this front, as these Berthas fire, it's gonna move up way faster than it was before. Here's this. At one point this was completely buried. So we are making some decent progress. This guy is getting hit. So let's try to help him. Yeah, you see how suddenly there's a gap here? And this front is moving? Yep. But it's coming back with a vengeance. Mortar got destroyed. not the coolest thing that's ever happened. I'm gonna put this laser pulse cannon, whatever it's called, in that spot. Okay, he can. I wasn't sure if he was able to get energy from there, but he can. Crowding myself a little bit. Up here, meanwhile, the front is pushed back just about as far as you like. It's okay. It's just because we're being a little aggressive. Aggression's good, and this is gonna help out. That's gonna make a difference. Yeah, already, this is where that mortar was destroyed, way back here, and look at the creep has been moved all the way up. So I'm gonna, in turn, move this up. I'm gonna move this up. This guy's getting a bump. This guy. I want to move all of the mortars forward if possible. Seems to be. Running out of space up here. For my collectors though, which is my network. Is this built? Or is this building? It's not built yet. Okay, I'm gonna eat a little bit, get full. Whew. Oh, you guys are doing absolutely nothing. Look at all this creep that they can kill. 31. This guy can hit all the way out at a creeper that's 31 deep. So that is something that we want to do for sure. So that's the range. That's really helping there. Like this guy can hit all the way out here, where it's, yeah, 30, mid-30s. So this is going to make a big difference if you look right there. I pointed at the screen like you can see my finger, what I was pointing at. There. See, that's going to help a lot. Now that these guys are a little further up. This guy might get destroyed though, so we have to be careful. I don't think he will. Oh, actually he might. Oh, he might now. He might now. Come on, a little faster. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm playing it a little risky here. Trying to keep an eye on him. It's getting a little like laggy. Yeah, I guess I just have to keep it on. Okay, I'm moving him back. He might not make it if I don't. The lagginess is not the game, by the way. That's just my setup right now. Everything like all put together. The recording, like the camera, plus the recording, plus the online connection, plus everything. Plus the gameplay is all put together, making my Computer a little laggy. Normally it runs just fine. Okay, we're getting close. Fine up here, we can move up. Let's see. Let's bump up the fire rate a little bit. Another nice thing is that this Bertha round kind of highlights where that is. It's like, here's your goal. In case you forgot. Now, if you can get enough mortars within range, like there. Now, both of these two mortars are right on top of this guy. They can actually hit him from where they are, and that makes a huge difference. I'm going to build a few more, actually, just for the same purpose. And if there's 3 mortars constantly lobbing, see how it's going up? And it's going to come down here and it's going to whack this. Yeah. So now all around here, this thing is essentially going to be like nullified. So this front is going to move up a lot pretty quickly because of these mortars. Oh, we got another we can build another ore mine soon. That's not good. That's not good. This is what I was talking about before. Yeah. That's what happens. If you are not careful, you get a little too cocky. This guy's gonna get killed too if I'm not careful. Okay, let's move him up. No, no, no. Not back. No, 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 no. I want you guys to be up. Man, I'm getting real laggy. Okay, this is gonna help. Gotta keep a close eye on this. So what happened was suddenly there was this stuff here moved forward. This is what I was talking about before. I moved forward and destroyed one of my collectors, which shut down 1 or 2 of my guns, and then all of a sudden it moved forward way faster as a result of the guns being shut down. And it very rapidly will destroy your network that way, and when it destroys your network, then you can't get any energy to your weapons, and your weapons don't work, they get destroyed, and what used to be like a nice stable front of yours gets like completely wiped out in a matter of seconds. Kind of almost happened. So I'm gonna get these guys within shooting range, if possible. Once again. Okay. Speaking of range, if I can, I'm going to increase the fire range when I get up to 400. I'm just going to let that happen. I'd rather have a nice big range. Boom! Okay, that's a good opportunity to move in. So this guy's gonna be down shortly. I think what I'm gonna do is build some more cannons. Just a few more to kind of, I want to get up here. I need to surround this a little bit more because of this stuff. what I can't remember what it's called. I wish I could. But because of this stuff that transmits the creeper along it like a wick, you can't rest on your laurels. You need an abundance of firepower, constantly shooting at it. Otherwise, it will overtake you. There is a way you can set them up to Digitalis. That's what it's called, which is, I feel like, kind of a strange name because Digitalis is like a real thing. It's a real thing in real life, and it's not this. But runners, there are no runners in this, but that's on a different level. But Digitalis is what this is called. So you can select this to fire specifically at the Digitalis if you want. You can set some of the cannons up to do that. And then, you know, you probably will end up not getting the same problem that I just had. But I usually stick with like multi-purpose. Multi-purpose cannons. I mean, I can do both. I like how they change colors. Okay, so no, it does just that all by itself. Okay, that's probably okay. I'll have two just shooting purely at that. It's fine. It's all good. So hopefully this isn't too far. I will need to get a nullifier in range. See if that'll work. So the nullifier will actually destroy this. So that's the purpose of the game. Now I could just go up and there's a thing that when you destroy it, you win the game. But I figured I would just destroy each of them. Why the heck not? Yeah, this is gonna happen. This guy's about to get destroyed. So maybe we'll move up on these guys. We don't need this to be here anymore. So let's move it up to here. So this thing is now loading up. You can hear it, maybe. I turned the sound down a little bit when the thing was freaking out because I don't know how loud it is. I don't want it to be too loud. I did like a test beforehand to see how loud it was. It seemed okay, but I don't know. I'd rather err on the side of a little too quiet. I'll refine the process. I'll get better. I might be done with this. I could definitely finish this, no problem, but I'm like so full that I feel like I'd be too distracted to continue talking. Destroyed. So I got through 2/3. Maybe this was basically the entire size of this plate. It was hanging off the plate on the ends a little bit and rectangular, so yeah, I'd say somewhere between 1/4 and 2/3. Somewhere between 1/4 and 1/3 is what's left, I would say. And I think I'll call it. I could finish it though. I probably should. That's probably what people want to see, right? But I don't know. If not finishing it makes me a huge jump, then feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll do it. I'll do a better job next time. If it's a huge disappointment, I will correct. Boom! So that's gonna help out. It's gonna alleviate up here a little bit. Pull another ore mine right there. We'll be at this guy in no time flat. Let's see. So a problem that we are going to face. This I love. So when you destroy any of the major structures in the game, or anything that takes a nullifier to destroy, will give you this like little extra power center. And that power center, if you put something on top of it, it gives you like a super version. It's awesome. I'll show you in a minute once this builds. Okay, that's built up just about. So look, first of all, look at the range of this cannon now, and now look at it. And it's not just that, it fires way faster. So just take a look at these, see them shooting. And when this guy comes up here, take a look at how he shoots. It's pretty awesome. Almost there. Open up a second one. Okay, he's about to shoot. You can see the destruction. Yeah, you see how see how powerful he is. So generally, when I have somebody here and I push it back far enough, then what I will do is put a mortar there. Mortars are super cool in there. I love how the mortars are. Here, and let's do range even further. We need some more collectors, don't we? Whoa. Stuff's getting destroyed. That's not cool, dude. That's not cool, dude. Come on. I'm gonna... I gotta move him back. No, no, no. Move, and you move. Move before you die, please. Thank you. Huh. Well, that didn't work like I had hoped. This guy can still, from here now, because of my range upgrades though, can still almost... You... Maybe Digitalis. I don't know, it's probably not a good idea though. I don't know. I don't know. But now multiple mortars can hit this. It's getting real laggy now. Move these ones up. Everything over here needs to move up. But you have to be careful when you have just like a regular front like this, where you're not like moving things forward, and you have the Digitalis. It's a recipe for disaster. Like up over here, it's easy to sleep on this stuff and then it just rolls up and wipes you out right towards the middle of your camp, no less. So this whole thing up here is really messing with me. This ridge. These guys are actually about to die. Dang it! A hard time making some boom progress forward. Let's move this up here. He can hit there too. Okay, so they destroyed a few of mine, so I made a promise to build a whole bunch when they do that. So that's what I did. Moving everybody up a little bit. Can't speak. Okay, losing a collector. Yeah, this is a tough spot right here. And he's in the backside of a ridge? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. So this stuff is flowing right over here, no problem. That's the other thing. The Digitalis ignores the hills. So it's kind of problematic as a result of that as well. So one thing we could do, I think this is probably alright, so we can just shut this off. And, no, actually, let's move him up here. If there's a place. There is a place, but that might be not great. Elastipulse cannon. Man. This is tough. I can go build this here. I think one of those is out of range of a collector. This guy, I think. So I have to move him fast. Once this guy gets here, though, that's gonna help. Okay, I can now build a collector here. And I lost it already. That is Digitalis for you. Can't see what's a good spot. Can I move this on top of here? Yeah, I can. So it's right on the hill now, so the anti-creep will just flow like right down. Oops, clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, you go to always on. Yeah. Okay. Now, look at the difference. So, once you have a little bit of the anti-creep in the area, if you have a strong enough mortar presence, which we do, it really helps to deal with all of the major issues we've been facing. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to go in here now and increase the ore efficiency. There, increase it to 5. So that way that ore will build up. We'll have a lot more ore, because this is what is most useful right now in terms of progressing. So I'm going to build a nullifier right there, and I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that that works. Meanwhile, I should start moving up over here so I can finish this level. Taking my sweet time. It's definitely not how you play if you want to, like, you know, beat a record or something. Okay. Let's move. These guys up to here. Our new front's gonna be like over that way, I think. Once this is destroyed down here, oops, clicked out of the game. These guys basically do nothing anymore, which is tough. That's something that could actually like kind of throw you off, because what can happen sometimes is, because I've had all this anti-creep collecting over here for a while, and these guys have nothing to do. So if I stopped paying attention, what could happen is the creep build up over here, and then all of a sudden, once this anti-creep is gone, because I'm not producing it over here anymore, I can just blast right through and overwhelm them. That kind of thing can happen. And I'm going to move these guys up to the front as well. They are doing absolutely nothing. This nullifier, if you hear that sound, is charging up. It's almost ready to go. Let's increase. Did it just get destroyed? Oh, the emitter got destroyed. I thought that sound was my nullifier being destroyed for the last possible second. Okay, I want to move this guy up here. I'm gonna move this target probably like to right here. I basically just want to. This stuff is not going to go away for a while, so what I think I'll do is just bump that down. Make it a little less intense out of these two by hitting it hard every now and again. See, is this going down or up? It's going down, where that cursor is right now. So things are decent. I'm going to move these guys up. I'm gonna put a mortar in here so you can see what that's like. Where is it? There it is. Boom! Look at the range. Does it actually? It does hit this guy up here. So watch how this fires. It's pretty awesome. Off my mic. It's a little laggy now, but fires about like 3 or 4 times faster than usual and way further. It's crazy. Sometime on some maps. Man, with this camera going, like the double camera, my face cam, and then the other camera that watches the game, cannot handle this game when there's a lot of AI trying to do work over here. Look how far up this front is moved. So remember though, don't sleep on this stuff right here. Because at any point in time, if somebody stops firing at this for even a little bit, it'll just blast right through and destroy everything. Okay. New front. Suddenly the lag like stopped. New front is right up here. I'm just gonna move this up and build a collector because I can't reach from there. Excuse me. Bourbon. So yeah, these guys now have like basically nothing to do. So I'm gonna move. You don't want to move too many of them because remember the this Digitalis you can forget about it and move stuff away, then all of a sudden it'll spread down. I know I keep saying that same basic premise, but it is very possible. Not even just very possible, it's very likely to happen if you're not careful. This guy is going to have no power network. Oh, and also another thing that's happening right now is this anti-creep is partly responsible for keeping all of this stuff at bay, and I'm moving him out of here. So we gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful. I'm gonna keep one mortar down here just to keep this stuff in check. And a bunch of lasers. Whatever these are called, pulse cannons. Yeah, I lost a collector. And now, as a result, I'm about to lose this guy. Yep, this might suddenly get real nasty down here. I don't know if this fast cannon is going to be enough all by himself. I'll put this guy down here to help. I'm going to move this guy up a little bit, but unfortunately I think I'm going to lose a collector as a result. We will see. Shouldn't be too much of a problem if I keep aggressively pursuing this up here. Oh! Oh no! Bad things are happening! Bad things. Where? Oh, it's right up here. I'd rather you are like over here. If you could fit. I think once this guy's destroyed, that'll alleviate most of the pressure on the way to here. And we can destroy him, call it a day. It's going on a little bit long. Not that it's a big deal, as long as it's okay with you. But, probably pushing 2 hours at this point. Just about. Just about. Okay, so this ended up being alright. Too bad. Look at this down here. Compare that to the beginning. Let's up the fire rate a little bit. Let's move this guy up. Okay, now if possible, I'm going to build a nullifier. Right? Yeah, right there. Still, oh, it's still over 40 up here. This is an artifact. I don't think it'll do anything for this specific game. I think you're just supposed to collect them. I don't really remember. In the story mode, I think they're a little more important. Oh, it might unlock other levels, though, now that I think about it. Let's see. Sure, that's why that's not working. So laggy. Grow the network a little bit. Okay, these guys are having to fight again. Because the anti-creep is like going away. We'll push that front forward, it'll be alright. We're about to kill this guy. There it goes. Cool. And I built these to just maybe push in here a little bit. If we can just destroy these quickly, that'd be cool. I'd be into that. And then other than that, let's start moving up in this direction. But then, if I destroy these two, the reason to do that is because then I get the whole bottom half of the map. So, let's check this out. Boom! Love it. Doing your work? Yeah, you are. Okay. And if we can free up this bottom half of the map, PS, then we can move all of these guys up, so we'll have a lot more firepower up north. So that's another reason to do that. Okay, let's move in now that that just got wrecked. Are we close enough? There's one right there. So it might be close enough. Close enough here, but it won't build. Yeah. Oh, actually, right here. That might work. So we'll destroy these real quick. And watch what happens. This bottom part of the map will dry up. I mean, it's already. You remember when we first started, we had like just a little bit of a chunk of space over here. Now we have a good third of the map, probably. So. So once we get this bottom half, then like I said, it'll alleviate a lot of the pressure down here. And then I can take all of these guys. Just make sure this is all clean up here and then move north. Yeah. They're not going to be able to stand much of a chance for too much longer. This in the back, see how fast it shoots? This one's getting to be just about in the bag. Something could always go horribly wrong. It is certainly possible. Let's move everybody on up a little bit. Moving on up to the east side. Yeah, I'm not a very good singer. Just in case that wasn't obvious. Let's up our ore efficiency. Why not? Get him. Get him. Pretty soon none of this digitalis down here is going to have any access to any creeper. So that's gonna make us be able to run wild. I want somebody to move onto that spot. Can't? Why? Oh, because there's somebody in the way. But it's himself. There. There we go. Got it. Eventually. None of these guys are doing anything. So let's move them on up here too. Let's take the heat off. The heat, which up here is rapidly waning. I'm able to really push our power network quite easily. Oops. Especially because of these Berthas are really helping out with that. And we're going to take some of these guys, move them up to here, see if that's not quite close enough. To get a lost a collector. I think that's okay. Yeah, getting a little aggressive here. And then it's not a big deal apparently. All of a sudden, asses began getting kicked. This is not going to work, is it? It might. Might. Nope, it's not gonna. I say might, I guess I mean definitely not. Still gonna try. Try the same place again. Also, I'm gonna publish the episode of Ely's Apocalypse after this too. Cataclysm. Dark Days Ahead. It's also going up today. So there's a lot of video to watch. Maybe I should take a day off so people can catch up. I don't know. Yeah, see how it's like getting really thin over here? These guys have a lot less to do. And that's because there's nothing producing the creep down here, so every little bit of damage that gets done over here is permanent. So if we just move these guys up just a little bit, what'll happen is this whole south side will get completely cleaned up. Let's take these guys. Upward. It's going pretty well. I think I was just sitting there with my mouth open. I think I was just being a mouth breather. Oops. I just increased the move speed a little bit because we're getting to that point of the game. We're gonna move things along. So if we go down to the corner now and take a look at the right side there, 42, 41, 40, 40, right down here is where I'm looking. it is dropping rapidly. Because it's getting destroyed over here much faster than it is getting replenished. So we are making some fantastic progress. Let's put one of these guys into here. Actually, I'm going to do a mortar. And delight while this mortar annihilates everything and everybody. Ooh. Nice and full. Yes, yes. Destroy. Destroy. So, we are rapidly getting there. I'll build a reactor. If you build reactors and collectors and stuff in there, in these power supply things too, that will also work. That increases their abilities quite dramatically. Okay, I think I can actually build a nullifier. Something got destroyed. Collector. Being too aggressive here. Looks like it. It's going down here. Should be. We're right at the limits though. These guys are getting their butts kicked. I'll move it back though, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's just because I spread forward a little too fast. No big whoop. It's gonna be built in a minute. Everything's gonna be good. Especially with this mortar, like, crushing everything in its path. Look at all this. This creep over here is not going to last for too long. But I mean, looks like we've basically won anyway. At this point. Yeah, that Bertha shot was the final. Yeah. Okay. Done. That is that. Continue without submitting because that is not a fast time. And if you go in here, you can see. So in this, there are 3, but there are multiple worlds in all of these. Some of them have 4, 5, 6. Check it out. There are a lot of maps to choose from. and many of them are very different from each other. You can take a glimpse. This is the one we were just at, as you can see. And if you look at these, they're like, some of the maps are smaller, like this one. That one's probably super tough. This one's got all kinds of stuff going on. So it's a cool game. Check it out if you haven't. Especially if you like something maybe a little more casual. But yeah, that was Giant Burrito. Didn't finish it. Got most of the way through. Could finish it. Not a huge deal. This has been Creeper World. The channel is growing, and yeah, I want to thank all of my current subscribers and everybody that continues to subscribe from here on out. It is very much appreciated. That's my goal right now, is to up my subscriber level, so it's very appreciated. Thank you so much for checking this out, and we will see you next time. Rob Hale, over and out.